Guys, we are working for the remainder of this week. It's almost June, and the remainder of May we are working on finalizing the pressure passing. And we're going to be today countering a very, very popular guard called the reverse del Riva guard. So it's a really popular guard for a really good reason, because short people can play it, tall people can play it, and also different styles can play it. For example, let's say I'm here with Jeff. Like Jeff, if he plays reverse del Riva, he can reverse. Let's switch something up. So if I'm playing reverse del Riva with Jeff, for example, like let's say I want to go for back takes. A lot of times I'm able to start to invert and then now travel in between his legs, and now I'm able to start to attack his back. Let's say I'm a leg locker. A lot of times people use reverse del Riva to start to invert, and then now I'm able to like enter into his legs, for example. False sweep has become very popular from here. When he's trying to knee cut, and now I put my hand on there, and now I weave my leg in between, and now again I'm able to start to spin underneath him, and now I'm able to start to attack his legs and things like that, right? So this is like one layer of it. Another layer is I can do very basic sweeps from here. Push up slightly, take this, yeah, just stay like this. Like for example, I can start to switch my foot, and I can start to knock him backwards, and now I can cash out and then do like very jiu-jitsu type of sweeps. But then Larad's looking at me, he's like, man, I don't spin, like what is the spinning stuff? Like I'm learning, you know, I'm not that big. Fine, it's a really great guard to wrestle up from, all right? So anytime I'm able to kind of kick my training partner away, now I'm in on a single leg. So you kind of line yourself up for so many of these different things, and it's kind of like a little bit of something for everyone, all right? So for that reason, a lot of people play it, and it's again a pretty difficult guard to pass, so we must know what to do in order to pass it, right? So the interesting thing about reverse del Riva is when he's grabbing my ankle, he lost the ability to block his head. But this is actually going to be used against me. If I start to go for his head, that's going to be the best time for him to start to spin underneath me. So it looks like the head is there. It can be, but if I don't do it properly, he can use that against me and spin underneath me. Same thing with single legs. Like if I try to go for his head, he can start to go for single legs right away, and then forget about the head. Now he's about to sweep me via the single leg takedown, right? So knowing all of this, as soon as he's here, the first thing I want to do, guys, is separate his knee from his body. For him to do all of those things, this has to be tight, all right? He's going to be using this now as a pendulum to come up. He's going to be using this as an inversion to spin it, etc. So the way I'm going to do that is I'm going to take a cross grip, and with this cross grip, it's a pulling grip, so I'm going to be able to start to separate his knee from his body. This is not going to make it harder for him to do all of those things as previously said. Now, everything is going to be predicated on this shoulder. So if this shoulder is kind of rounded, again, it's going to be very easy for him to spin and things like that. So I'm going to thumb post into that shoulder. As soon as I'm going to thumb post into that shoulder, try to spin underneath me. Try to wrestle up. I can lift that leg as well, right, to block the wrestle up, right? And now, guys, instead of going forward, what I'm going to do is keep this hook tight, okay? I'm going to start to back up, and as I back up, I'm going to straighten my leg. If you can see when I straighten my leg, look what happens to that hook. The hook pops off. As soon as the hook pops off, I'm going to grab that shin, and I'm going to step my foot behind his foot. As soon as I step my foot behind his foot, I'm going to start to switch. I'm going to dive underneath, and I'm going to kick this leg out towards my right. Just like that. And now, as you can see, we're in a similar position that we were working on last week. So now I'm in a really, really strong position to start to pass this guard, right? Guys, it's very important that when you're here, my knee is facing his ribs. A lot of times when I'm teaching it, people have their shin parallel to the person's body. But now, Jeff is able to use his elbow to strip my knee and get his legs back, right? So it's very important that when I'm here, that I bring my knee right into that hip pocket, and now you see this leg is coiled up, Mark. I actually want to do this as well. I want to open that up, so now look what's happening to his leg. You see that? From here, there's many, many different things that we can do. What we'll explore today is a very simple idea. I'm going to be continually driving into him, and as I'm driving into him, I'm going to reach behind the back of my head, I'm going to grab his Achilles. And I'm going to look up, and I'm going to peel it in front of my face. As soon as I peel it in front of my face, I'm going to win the knee line, and I'm going to start to go for my double unders right away. My ear goes to his first shoulder. He's going to try to push me. As he tries to push me, that's actually going to give me an ability to look to pass. A lot of times I can shrug, take his back, etc. All right, so again, I'm going to be waiting for him to push me into the direction I want to pass already. My head's already in the right spot to where I want to be when I'm in my top side control. All right, so I'm here with Jeff. I'm playing. He enters into a reverse del Riva. So immediately I'm getting these two grips, separating his knee from his body and trying to pin that shoulder so it's a little bit harder for him to spin underneath me, etc. So instead of being here where he can look to intercept my leg, look, I'm going to start to back away, and I'm going to start to straighten my leg. Sometimes I'm also going to start to push on that shin to straighten it as well. Okay. Now that there's a little bit of a gap, I'm gonna step my foot in between, and I can't stay here for too long. I'm gonna kick my leg out, and I'm gonna dive underneath that leg, and immediately I'm gonna start to staple the bottom leg. As soon as I'm stapling it, notice how I'm opening this foot up just like this, and now I'm in a pretty strong position to pass. Jeff, start to move around a little bit. I gotta continually drive forward, and as that's happening, I'm leaning it, and I gotta win that knee line. If you do a poor job, sometimes they're gonna be able to open up. So you gotta go above their knee, okay? If they start to push into here, I'm able to club both of the forearms, dive underneath, start to make some kind of grips. As he starts to push me, a lot of times he pushes me into my pass already, all right? And then from here, if I get a little bit higher, I'm able to a lot of times shrug him, and now I have a lot of back takes, a lot of things that I'm able to do from there, all right? Any questions, guys?
Yeah. Can you show that foot move again where you switched, you pin the shin?
Yeah. Okay, it's already right there. Right there, Raji. And from here, this is actually a really good spot to do a lot of things. By the way, if I pin this wrist, a lot of times I'll go back into my knee cut. Okay, from here, a lot of times I'm gonna start to go for my double unders, all right? Double unders can be a very valuable way to attack, especially people that have a lot of dexterity in their legs. From here, sometimes I'm gonna windshield wipe, and I'm just gonna pass that same side. Like, there's so many things that you can do from there. Again, they lost their feet, they lost their knees, they lost a lot of layers of rear defense, and now I can penetrate their guard in a lot of different ways. Cool? Let's go, guys. Guys, so let's really quickly do a part 2, and we're gonna look at the details of the part 1 as well. So again, look at Jeff's opening play. He has a 2-on-1 on my leg. He has my Achilles, and he has a hook right over here, all right? So again, usually I'm driving into him, and now he's able to use his hook to push me away, right? So when we're here, my foot should not be at his shoulder line, right? So I'm already backing up, and as I'm backing up, look at my right leg, guys. I'm straining it to loosen up that hook. Once we're here, sometimes I'm gonna thumb post here, sometimes I can feel the hand. You can do different things with this hand. Sometimes he's gonna keep spinning underneath me, so I'm gonna keep pushing him away as I'm going here, and then I'm gonna step my foot on the inside suku. So look, I have 2 feet inside of his leg momentarily. Now, this hand is not strong enough to hold while I kick it out. As I'm kicking it out, I'm already diving underneath, and I'm bringing my knee into that hip pocket right away. This hand would have been used also somewhere in that line to make sure that he's not pushing my elbow, etc. Okay, I'm able to use that hand. From here, look, I'm in the same line as him. My angle is not this way. If my angle is this way, he's able to sometimes bring his knee in front of me, etc. I want to be parallel to him, so I want to be here driving into him. I'm in the same line. Here, guys, if my knee's on the floor, there's no pressure on him at all. Jeff, push me towards the showers. I'm just gonna fall over a lot of times, especially if he's bigger than me. So what I need to do is, I need to step this leg up and look at my knee and elbow connection. You see my knee and my elbow? They're pressuring him, pressuring his legs and making him pretty much do a split essentially. From here, keep your head straight. Don't move your head, guys. If I move my head, he can sometimes pummel that leg in front of me and not exactly start to push me off, or even worse, if he gets the sole of his foot. So from here, keep that. Just reach behind your head, find the Achilles, and now look how I shave it in front of my face. As soon as I'm here, guys, now a lot of people are gonna give you a specific reaction. They're gonna start to push. As they start to push, I'm gonna switch. Instead of going for a double under, I'm gonna go to the neck, and now I'm gonna go with it momentarily, push this across his neck, and then I'm gonna cinch my head and arm. From the head and arm, guys, it's very important. I'm only doing this so I don't stick into his ear, but it's very important that I turn my head towards him, okay? Jeff starts resisting, start reacting. I can pass. From here, you gotta feel it. If they're a little bit flat, turn your hips, and now start to tighten up your arm triangle, and now start to put your knee onto their hip, and start to finish it. If they're a little bit on their side, use this kind of like a lasso. You see I'm able to move my arms? I'm gonna move them, and now immediately I'm gonna start to chair sit, and I'm gonna look to take their back instead. So you gotta feel it out. Depends on if they're flat, if they're a little bit on their side, which direction they're turning. Either you're gonna have the choke, or you're gonna have the back take available to you, all right? So again, I'm here, I'm looking to pass, he puts me to reverse the Riva. Right away, I'm backing up, all right? As I'm backing up, it's gonna be harder for him to do all of his attacks. For a moment in time, I step, and now look how I'm gonna switch, and as I'm switching, sometimes I'm pushing this a little bit, and I'm getting into this spot right here, all right? Again, this is my kind of like my system. I'm being square with him, and here I gotta test his flexibility. Be light with your training partner. Some of them haven't done their splits in a couple of years, so make sure you don't hurt their groin. All right, put a little bit of weight on them, all right? When you're ready, reach behind, peel, and now as soon as we're here, they're gonna start to push. As they push, I'm gonna go with it, and I'm gonna go right into my arm triangle position. From here, keep a tight squeeze, keep your head close to theirs, shuffle step and feel how they are. Right now he's a little bit flat. Since he's flat, I'm gonna start to turn my hips so he doesn't get his knee. I'm gonna push his tricep and I'm gonna get my bicep flush on his carotid. And then from here, even one-handed, I'm able to turn unless I'm able to get a tight finish. If they're a little bit on their side, keep this grip or the gable grip that I had before. Just use it as a lasso. And then now I'm able to do my chair sit. I'm able to get a back a guard pass and a back take to finish this combo. All right, so let's play around with it, guys. If you're still having trouble, forget about the arm triangle. Just stick to the original pass. Get your double unders, and we go to the original pass as we did as part one. Cool, let's go.